Hello, I am Anawiltos, and welcome to another episode of Stronghold Crusader, AI-only tournament. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to have up the pig against the Wazir. Now, we have already had the rat against Emperor Frederick. Emperor Frederick won. The snake against King Philip. The snake won, so now we're going to see how this turns out. And of course we'll go to this map that I especially made, the versus map improved. I like to have orange up here. And that should be it. Okay, so we'll just play and things should go well on their own. And another thing to note is, if you do see something occasionally popping up down here, that's just my recording software. Luckily, it's nowhere obtrusive, nowhere that's going to really influence the type of information we're going to see. It's just that Stronghold Crusader isn't the best recording game, in the sense that out of the 3 recording softwares that I usually use, this one is the only one that actually works with Stronghold Crusader at all. And still, I have to minimize all my windows, or close all my windows, so that it doesn't have flashing stuff in the middle of the screen.
We are under attack!
But here we see some nice horse archers. And looks like the Wazir has succeeded in clearing out my archers, which actually is going to make it a lot easier for the AIs to build up throughout. So we're seeing 3 woodcutters up here, and on the other side 4. Looks like the pig is definitely going for all that wonderful wood. However, it is notable that tactic-wise, or siege strategy-wise,
people are leaving the castle.
It may be interesting to note that the Wazir probably will have a slight advantage, I think, because I know that the pig doesn't use siege engines on top of his towers, or at least from my experience, the pig hasn't done that. And that, of course, means that the pig doesn't have the long-range defense needed for protecting against siege engines that might be staged over here. So that could really show to be a huge disadvantage for the pig here. However, once you do get your troops close to the pig's castle, these crossbowmen will make short work of them. And it looks like the spearmen will eventually die as well. But the fact that the Wazir moved his troops all the way up to here indicates to me that this may actually be a standard deployment for troops on the Wazir's castle, to just put a bunch of horse archers forward. That could be a standard deployment. However, I can't be certain of that until I see it a few more times.
People are leaving the castle.
Now it looks like the pig has completed the basic walls, including the stairs, but still does not have enough stone to finish the towers. However, that will be coming. Yeah, I guess it is a bit difficult for the AI that I placed the resources so far away. The reason I placed these resources so far away is, of course, to allow the castles to grow to their full size without any obstructions. In addition to that, I even considered the possibility of playing with Lord Valroy's GMB mod enabled, which, of course, can lead to some pretty big castles. And of course, the disadvantage of this is that the AIs take a little time to build up their economies because of how far people have to travel in order to pick up iron and wood and all that stuff. But it looks like the Wazir is actually having a lot of trouble. Could that be due to a food shortage? That's probably it. Yes, it is. I don't know why, but yeah, well, I actually can guess why. It's because the Wazir uses the 3-stage process of getting food all the way from the wheat to the flour and then to the bread, which of course takes a bit longer than the other processes, which means that the Wazir definitely takes his time getting ready. However, the existence of the player right here in the middle does shield the Wazir from the possibility of an early attack, allowing the Wazir to complete his castle to a large extent. However, the question that remains, will the Wazir bounce back from this calamity? In order to do so, the Wazir would need to...
People are coming to the castle.
Would need to emphasize right now on bread production, or perhaps first emphasize on wheat, not wheat, but flour production, then go for bread. The pig has completed his castle, with the exception of probably a few buildings that can be added later. Wood cutting has come to an inefficient stage. The Wazir doesn't have any woodcutters, but eventually the pig will move
People are leaving the castle.
his woodcutters closer to the center. But the question becomes, what is the Wazir going to do? Is he just going to let them gather wheat? Is that what's going to happen? Well, that looks like it's happening. Which, he has a marketplace. Was the start too hard for the Wazir, but easy enough for the Rat, King Philip, Emperor Frederick, and the Snake? That could very well be a possibility here. That I created a situation where the start definitely discriminates against the Wazir. In which case, I do apologize for creating such an unfair situation. The purpose of me making this map was to try to make things fair. But in this situation, it looks like... Oh.
People are coming to the castle.
Wazir has demolished several of his buildings, including the military buildings. Yet, the Wazir still does not have what is necessary to move forward, and that is food. Get the food, man. Get food. Is he giving money away? Oh, what is he? The Wazir needs food. Did he just buy pitch? Did the Wazir seriously buy pitch when he needed food? Okay, that is irredeemable. Okay, that.
People are leaving the castle.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it this way. I'm just gonna say, you know what, Wazir? It's your fault. Okay, your AI is so bad.
You are the third
that even
greatest
when
lord.
You aren't attacked, and you've got resources all around you, you still fail. That's how bad the Wazir is. Even with the Wazir, once he gets on his feet, he's actually pretty good, but pretty bad right now.
A message from
Look
the
at
pig.
You are pig food. My men will crack your bones.
This is the staging location for the attack. Or no, it's over here. Okay, they're going to create some siege engines that you're not going to use, because they don't really have anything to hit with them, nothing to break.
People are coming to the castle.
This policy of no taxes is the
Lucky
least
you
we can
just
The Lord is under attack.
Did not have to worry about getting killed. Not this time, anyway. But these crossbowmen
A message
certainly...
from the pig.
I'm mad! I'll smash you to pieces into little bitty pieces!
Crossbowmen and archers generally don't do too much damage to the Lord, but judging by the pig's reaction, it seems that the AI has decided that the attack is over. However, okay, there they are. Now they're starting to retreat. I was going to say, however, the troops aren't retreating, which they usually would at that point, but they ended up retreating. And now we're seeing more engineers.
People are leaving
And
the
a
castle.
catapult in here, which is, I presume, going to eventually move its way toward the castle and not be too useful until I am defeated. But
People are coming to the castle.
it's interesting how mine just bounces up randomly and theirs doesn't. I find that very interesting. What's also very interesting is that the Wazir will buy pitch instead of food, which is a total disgrace. The pig is going to win this, hands down, if the Wazir doesn't shape up anytime soon.
A message from the pig.
You are pig food. My men will crack your bones.
Here they come. There's a staging point, right there. And this is the attack point. And they have extra
People are
engineers.
leaving the castle.
Well, here they come.
The Lord is under attack.
A message from the pig.
Pig wins again. Get ready to die slowly.
Okay, that's that fight over. The pig should now begin raiding the Wazir's whatever the Wazir has left anyway. Because let's be honest, it's not much. But I'm going to have to say, even though it didn't work out very well for the Wazir, as in I think somehow the Wazir's start really screwed him over, I'm just going to say that's part of the test. it's part of the test, and the Wazir didn't pass because this AI-only championship is based on this map that I made. And if the Wazir can't handle the map, then it'll just have to be this way. It will just have to be this way. We're just going to have to keep it. The Wazir could not handle this map. Even though I tried to make it as balanced as possible. Look at that. Comparing the two sides. They're essentially flipped mirror images. Well, of course, I didn't go tile by tile and make everything the same on both sides. That would have been absurd. But I generally tried to make things even. And it just didn't work out for Wazir. It just did not. So in this tournament, the Wazir is defeated. It's just how it... that's just how the cookie crumbles. And you know what? I do like a cookie that crumbles. Not too crumbly. I don't want it to be like a dusty crumbling texture. That's not my kind of cookie. Let's see. Okay. At least one sabotage. Yep. All the siege engines got sabotaged. But wait! Pig has brought... This one did not, and the pig has brought back up. Still no food.
A message from the Wazir.
We are weak. We will be strong.
I don't think so, Wazir. I don't think you're going to be strong. Not in this situation, anyway.
A message from the Wazir.
This was not foretold. I should not die. No.
And yeah, I did actually expect the Wazir to have an advantage in this fight, but it just did not turn out that way. Because of a map. But because this... I can't just switch the map, because that would be unfair to the previous matches. It's just going to have to stand. As much as I would have liked to put the Wazir... to give the Wazir a second chance, it just isn't in the cards. So third round, the pig wins and moves on to the second round. Well, I can't call it the second round if I just called that the third round. Third match, the pig moves to the second round. There you go. And
Choose your adversary.
now we can, for the next time, have the wolf against the emir. Now that's that'll be a very interesting one. They both play pretty strong, heavy infantry, and big castles, so I'm looking forward to that. And we'll follow that up with the Saladin against the Nizar. In the dialogue they say it's Nazir, but it really isn't. It's the Nizar. Or Nizir. It says... Oh my goodness, I just realized. This game has 3 different ways of putting it. If you look right here on the description, it says Nizar, then in the description it says Nizir, and then in the dialogue it says Nazir. So that's bad. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you all next time on Awiltos over and out. 3, 2, 1, mark. Hello, I'm Awiltos, and welcome to another episode of 0 AD Oops. Oops. Let's take that from the top. 3, 2, 1, mark.